Hello Google Sheets geeks and welcome to a brief walkthrough of the new template, the gym exercise tracker. I will provide a link to the Medium blog in the description box underneath this video. Feel free to read through the blog, or if you just want to fetch the template, scroll down to how to get the free gym exercise tracker. Make sure you're logged into your Google account, then click this link to make a copy of the template. When you click this link, you will see this screen, reading copy document. Would you like to make a copy of gym exercise tracker? Yes, you do. So click the blue button. Google Sheets will make a copy of the template for you, which you can see by the title of this sheet, and this will be your private copy. You can do with it what you want. There are 4 tabs in here: how to use, which is another condensed setup, guidelines, or you can watch this video. It's up to you really. Then we have data, the data tab, the exercise tracker where you do the actual tracking, and a training log where you can eventually see how many days throughout the year you've been to the gym. So firstly, the data tab has popular exercises for each muscle group. Inside each gray box, there are already per muscle group a bunch of popular exercises. You can delete them and add your own, or you can just leave these as they are and add a bunch more up to line 22. As long as you stay inside the green box, these drop downs will take all the exercises that you write in this column. And I'll show you in a moment why we need these drop downs in row 24. So moving on to the exercise tracker. In field B2, you want to choose your preferred weight unit, which for me is kilograms, but you can switch it to labs and you'll see that the fields in the middle of these columns will change. For now, I'm changing it back to kilograms. These yellow columns, A and B, you don't need to touch them because they contain references to the dates that you will fill out. And based on the date, it'll show the month and the day. This is just dummy data. When you start using this template, you want to select it all and just delete it. Then, okay, now we want to set up your template for, let's say, exercises for the next 2 months. I don't know. Because in my case, I am now trying to stick to the same exercises for a longer period of time, so 2 to 3 months before I switch it up again. So let's say we want to target the back with 4 different exercises. Then we choose back 4 times from the drop downs in row 1. Apart from that, we also want to do the legs. So we select legs from the drop down again in row 1. And if you want to target more, then there is plenty of space for you to do that towards the right of this template. Now, I tried getting this field in row 2 to automatically show exercises depending on whatever value is shown here, and then display exercises from this range. But that didn't work because Google Sheets does not seem to allow dynamic validation. I tried, please correct me if I'm wrong. So instead, we have the back that we want to target. We then go to the data tab to row 24. We select the field with exercises for this target group that we want to, for this muscle group that we want to target. We copy the field with, Command C from data. Then we go back to exercise tracker. We select the field below back, so in row number 2, and we paste the drop down that we just copied from the data tab. We repeat that for the other columns. Now, if we have a look, we can see that, these now contain exercises for the back that we just copied from the drop down. We want to do the same right here. We want to do the same with row number 2 underneath legs. So we go back to data. We go to the legs column. We select this drop down. We copy it with Command C. We go back to exercise tracker, select the field with the second drop down and paste the drop down we just copied. Now we have a bunch of leg exercises. Repeat for the other columns. Now we have leg exercises to choose from. Perfect, beautiful. Moving back to row number 2. Now we can select the exercises that we want to do for a longer period of time and track how we're progressing over time with exactly these exercises. I'm just clicking a bunch of random exercises right now. Let's do the same for legs. Perfect. Now, my idea with the spreadsheet is you go to the gym on this date. You track how many sets you're doing, how many kilograms is on the machine. Okay, in case of pull-up, maybe it's an assisted pull-up and there's 20 kilograms on the machine, who knows? And you do, 15 reps. Let's fill out something random here as well. So, on this date, we trained our back. On another day, on the next day, we already did back, so now we're going to do legs. Good. Now, the next time that we train back, we also did 3 sets, but maybe this time we progressed to 25 kilos and 15 reps. And here, in this exercise, we progressed to 20 kilos. And so on. And over time, I thought it would be, or at least for me, it would be easy to go to one exercise, scroll down. Oh wait, actually here for the pull-up, it should be decreasing because you're adding less weight of assistance to the machine. But it's just an example, okay? So pretend that over time, this number of what you're lifting increases and you would just be able to scroll down and see the number increase, or refer to your last workout for this exact exercise, or here, wherever, and see how much weight you had been lifting the last time, because you can't improve what you don't don't track, right? By the way, using command semicolon, that's how you insert the date on a Mac. And on Windows, it is control semicolon. You can also, if ever needed, just double click the field and the date picker will show up, and then you can select a different date. As you keep this up, more dates will appear in column C. And the more dates that appear in column C, the greener your training log will get. Over the year, this will turn green and it will show you how consistent you are with your training. Plus, for each month, you'll be able to see how many rest days you had and how many training days. I think that's it. I hope this was useful to you. If you have feedback, comments, critique, let me know. Write me a comment. Thanks for watching. Bye!